What's up, YouTube? It's been a real long time since we've done anything on the 2 valve. As you can see behind me, it is back. It is wired. It's running, and if you have seen the other videos, there's like little short clips of videos. We've actually had this thing on the drag strip. So I wanted to actually take you all through what's been done and how fast we're going and what's the plans with it next. Okay, so like I said, this thing is running and driving. We finally got it completely wired, and she is running good. Little bump start thing there. That big loud noise in the back, I'll show you that here in a second. But she, here, let me show you the screens are all working, switches, really cool. Some other stuff, well, we'll just go from the front to the back. How about I do that? So if you're new to this channel, this is my 2002 Ford Mustang GT 4.6 liter 2 valve motor. It does have a 0304 Cobra bottom end. We did put some valve springs in it, and other than that, heads are stock port, just the On3 turbo 70mm turbo kit. They're Gen 2. As you can see, I put the tubular front end on it. So a couple videos of that. Yeah, so just really super simple. I'm trying to make it as easy as I can to work on. My manual brakes. So yeah, let's inside. Pretty simple. It is a full interior. Just the Kirky seat, no passenger seat. We got some seat back bracing going on. Motion Raceworks steering column and quick release. Got a video on that as well. Take you over to the other side. So, sorry for the glare. That's where all of our electronics are, Holly, stuff like that. Kind of nice how it tucked back in there. I don't know if you can see much under here. Not really. So all up into there. Some nice rear seat delete. Thing came out really clean, I think. This cool little feature here. Little trunk release. Alright, so we do have a onboard bi-air system. That's mainly for me. A lot of people use the CO2, but I wanted this specifically so I don't forget to turn on my CO2 bottle once we're out there racing, and then I have no boost control, and then the run's just gone. So this kind of takes the thinking out of it. It all comes on with key on, pumps up by itself, and then it's ready to go. Just a rear battery with a cutoff switch. Nothing too special there. Alright, so underneath the car, still rocking the factory brakes, front and rear. See if I can get you in there. And we do have a strange single adjustable front coilovers. on the front. This is where you guys are really gonna give me a hard time. On the rear, we just got ourselves some 50/50 Lakewoods shocks. Stock rear end, stock cover. We did end up putting under the axle anti-roll bar in it so we can not twist off the line. So that's pretty cool. We'll return style fuel system. It's got, this is the 0304 Cobra tank. Twin 460s, 465 pumps. I can't remember exactly. Dash 10 feed, dash 8 return, and I do have a flex fuel sensor on this. However, we did not tune it for flex fuel. I don't know how long I'm gonna actually keep the flex fuel sensor if I'm just gonna run a 55-gallon drum of E85. Let's see. That's about it for the car. We are running a 26/85/15 tire. Being that the rear end is stock and the shocks on the back and just kind of having very limited ability to hook on that, I decided to go with the bias ply slick to help, and it did help quite a bit. I'll show you the video here. All right, so what are we doing with the car now? We are actually racing tomorrow on Saturday, and at our local track, US 36. And they have a little no prep race that we're going to be going to. Meet index racing. I mean, this thing, it's quick for what it is, I feel, but at the same time, it's, you know, it's limited for the power plant that is actually in it. But it's fun. I'm enjoying it, and I'm learning how to drive this kind of setup with the trans brake and, you know, manual shifting and whatnot. Learning the Holley ECU system. So today we are going to actually do we're going to go through Motion Raceworks safety checklist, just to double check everything, do some maintenance on the car, make sure everything's good before racing. I feel like this is a good starter for, you know, being safe. Make sure the fuel is fueled up. Yeah, so that's about it on checking this thing over. I do want to, so as you can see my downpipe here, it's all hanging on by just the turbo bead band, and it has got a little bit into the bumper there, which is okay, but I bought this little guy here. It's just a little mount for that. So I'm put it on here and wherever, somewhere, and then attach it to this bar up here, just so it has a little bit of rigidity, and it's not hanging on by just that. All right, so that's enough talking. We're gonna get right into it. Just give you guys a time lapse of, you know, going over the check sheet and then welding this exhaust, and then we're going racing tomorrow. So sit back, enjoy. Alright, so I didn't show much of the underside check sheet or tightening of the bolts because you can't really see that well underneath there, but we did go through everything. This is really nice, actually, a sheet that Motion Raceworks gives you. I probably found half a dozen bolts loose, including my exhaust manifold bolts. They were pretty much all loose. That's really awesome that they give this to you. We're going to go ahead and start welding up the bracket for the exhaust, get the bumper back on, and I need to fix a fitting on my transmission cooler, and this thing should be ready to go. So we'll throw you guys in the time lapse for this, and yeah. Alright everybody, that's going to be a wrap for this video. We fixed a whole bunch of stuff, tightened a whole bunch of stuff. I think we're pretty much ready to go racing tomorrow. We have one other thing that we got to do, that's why the bumper is still off, but I don't actually, those parts are coming in the mail. So we're going to end it off here. Be safe, go fast. We'll see y'all in the next one.